This has already been a turbulent week within our community, and as is often the case, at least 90% of the time in this community, the toxicity has come from the outside. And much of that drama this week is coming from the idea of accountability, of channels who feel that they don't need to be held accountable for their actions. They don't need to be held accountable for the way they investigate. I've got news for them. That's life. Okay? It doesn't matter what you do in life, what job you're in, for example, you're always held accountable. There are always guidelines that you have to follow in order to do that job responsibly and to do it properly. I was in education for years, and the accountability when you're in education is almost crushing sometimes, but it's there for a reason. And every other job will be the same. Healthcare, legal, every job, you have some accountability. You have some accountability in life, your actions and what you say in the legalities in this world. And in some ways, most importantly, you have accountability to the people around you, to your friends, to your family, and to your immediate community. And that needs to be addressed. Okay? If you are a paranormal investigator, then, and you want to be taken seriously, then you need to be conducting your investigations properly. You need to be transparent about what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you are within a community, you need to respect each other. That shouldn't need saying. I mean, that should be rule number one. And it isn't happening. It's not okay to be personal. It's not okay to call people names, to make judgments on them, on their family. It's not okay. And it's certainly not okay to use that as an excuse to spread that misery further. What's happened for this week is that drama is spreading. It's bringing out people who think that it's now free reign to be able to go into chat, to go into comments and just spread the toxicity. That's not all right either. Even in my live stream last night, which I rarely have any problems in my lives, my chat are amazing, but even in my live streams last night, trolls were coming in and had to be dealt with and were dealt with straight away. For the record, you come in my live stream and cause bother, you're out. It was also, I could also see some of the chat getting agitated, even with each other, and that's a problem as well. Okay, be nice to each other. If you can't be nice, at least be civil. All right, it's not fair on the content creator. It's not fair on the mods, and of the utmost important, it's not fair on the chat. The live streams in this community, by and large, are there for people to be able to relax, to be able to enjoy each other's company, and to be able to enjoy what the content creator is doing. It's why this community is so strong. The camaraderie in the live streams just works so well, and it's probably quite rare on YouTube for this to be this strong, and to be able to go into so many different live streams and see the same faces and see people you get to know. Often friendships are made even offline. Okay, so this needs sorting out. This needs people to calm down. I'm not naive. This isn't going to go away in a hurry, and I'm sure that more videos will be made, and I'm sure that more drama will continue. But if each and every person does their part to rise above it, to support those who are suffering from it, but not to spread the toxicity, then that would be amazing. Because I've been in this community a long time. I've seen dramas come and go. And initially I thought, well, you know, okay, this is the drama this week. And I think I've even said to people, this is the drama this week. Next week, people have forgotten about it. And in a couple of weeks' time, we'll move on to a new one. But this one seems to be lasting. And it needs nipping in the bud. The investigation channels within this community know that they are held accountable, that they are very transparent about what they're doing, to the point where the likes of Joe, for example, and Matt will actually sit and edit on screen in their members' live streams. Everything is laid bare, and the other investigation channels will share their raw footage with debunkers if there's any questions. Okay, and the reason they do this is because they're not afraid to do it. All right, my argument is if you're umming and ahhing about being called out, if you're not willing to share your rare footage, if you're not willing to explain yourself, what you're hiding? What are you hiding? Because anybody who is doing it properly wouldn't be afraid of that. And people going around saying that debunkers shouldn't be there, what right do they have? Again, you need to be held accountable, and the debunkers are there, we're all there, because we don't want to see people being misled. We're also there, and I'm very much speaking for myself now, I very much want the paranormal to be investigated properly. That's a passion of mine, is the research into the paranormal. Not just the ghost hunting, all different aspects of the paranormal. And at the moment, all of this drama is just getting in the way of that, of people just being able to get on with their passion, with what they want to do, looking into the paranormal, looking at different techniques, looking at research, and all that's happening is there's back and forth with people just arguing with each other. And it's just not good enough. So if you want to cause trouble, go elsewhere. This community isn't interested in it. I'm not interested in it. Nobody's interested in it. We just want to get on with what we're doing. If you don't like it, look the other way. And that sounds like a strange thing to say, but look the other way. There are channels out there that get debunked and they just ignore it and just get on with it. A lot of these channels, it won't make any difference to membership. It won't make any difference to subscribers. I've said that time and time again. Because they will just stay with the channel and they will get swept along by it. And that's fine. Nobody expects channels to be taken down. But what we do expect is if you end up being debunked, don't sit there moaning about it. Just ignore it. Or prove that the debunker is wrong. Prove that the community is wrong. Let's get on with business, because the best way in any situation when there's drama to deal with people who are trying to cause trouble is to just be business as usual and just get on with what we're supposed to be doing, because that will irritate them more than any comment back.